true half-mile oval. Notable winners for the United States Auto Club out here: Tyler Courtney, Justin Grant, Bud Kading, Sheldon Kinzer, Tom Bigelow, Sammy Sessions, Dick Tobias, and Gary Bentonhausen have all won here. The most recent winner, however, is the Macho Man. Brady Bacon has won 4 of his 8 visits here, Pat.
Well, the most amazing thing when you look at that roster, the drivers who are already in the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame, and a couple that are sure to be really shortly.
So getting set to go with our Dirt Draft Hot Laps, getting ready to roll out here. Also, we have something else new taking place tonight. This is the first night for the Green APU Green Flag Challenge. So the Green APU Green Flag Challenge is like this. All you have to do is go to USACgreenflag.com, USACgreenflag.com, and pick who is going to lead lap number 1 of tonight's A-main event. Who's going to lead the Green Flag lap tonight? One of those lucky, if you sign up for that and you're lucky enough to pick the Green Flag lap leader, then you're going to win $25 gift card. If you're one of the lucky winners, the random winner will be chosen from the people who have the correct choice. Also, the driver who leads the first lap gets $100 from Green APU. And then the best part about it is you continue to do that throughout the season with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Cars and the NOS Energy Drink National Midgets. The person who picks the most correct first lap leaders is going to win a BC39 prize pack. It's a sweet life at the BC39. That'll include 4 tickets for 4 nights at the BC39, dinner for 4 in the IMS Pagoda, golf for 4 at the Brickyard Crossings, dinner for 4 at the Barbecue and Bourbon, dinner for 4 at Dawson's, and karting for 4 at Sick Karting in Speedway.
So basically their accommodations for the race are going to be a little bit better than ours, which is on a lift.
Yeah, on the Tower of Power. Yep, that's for sure. So USACgreenflag.com to sign up. If you're watching at home, you just scan that QR code that's down there on the screen. Or if you're sitting in the stands, you can probably get it off the big screen down the infield as well. But a new contest taking place. This is the first night for it here at Green APU. A shout out to them. If you are a truck driver, you might want to check out Green APU. They make it's an auxiliary power unit, as it's referred to. But a lot of your truck time, if you're an overload trucker, is spent idling. Well, this is going to cure a lot of your stuff. It's climate control, battery monitoring, engine preheat, ease of maintenance. It cuts down on the hours on your truck, saves you fuel and everything else. Green APU, very, very good product, and we at USAC believe in it a lot. We appreciate them helping us out here as they come on board as a sponsor with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Cars and NOS Energy Drink National Midgets. But this is Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
Certainly is. In charge of Charles Davis of Buckeye, Arizona, car number 47. That's the yellow victory coming off of turn number 1. Longtime USAC Southwest top runner.
Yeah, just behind him, the Driven to Save Lives 47 BC of Emerson Axum, last year's National Rookie of the Year, who we kind of forgot was a rookie during the course of that season. Just absolutely stellar racer.
Absolutely, and he's had a pretty good run thus far in this series. He's won his 9 points from that and 4 top 5s thus far for Emerson.
Also out on the racetrack, C.J. Leary behind the wheel of the 15X car, as it's called. Dason Persley in the 5P. Max Adams takes over the 17 GP this weekend. Eddie Tafoya Jr., the California runner, in the 51T, along with Logan Calderwood in the highly visible number 6.
Yeah, and then Max Adams' assignment's going to be interesting. He's already found his way into victory lane, and driver who had great success on the West Coast. A couple of years ago, notched a couple of USAC CRA wins at Paris Speedway.
Right now, taking a look at Dason Persley, your quick time in the Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 1 at 19.656, 19.656. Although I say that, Emerson Axum takes that top spot away from him as the checkered flag comes out on session number 1. 32 cars checked in for racing action tonight. That's 4 groups coming out here for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. It'll be 4 heat races as well. Heat races are based off our Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, with the 6 fastest cars in each heat race inverted. And one thing that throws a lot of people off, if you're not familiar with the United States Auto Club, whenever they advance into the feature event, or if they're able to advance into the feature event, they get their qualifying time back. So your 6 fastest cars that advance out of the heat races start on the first 3 rows with those drivers inverted, then everybody else lines up back behind. You can actually come out of a semi-feature event and start behind those 6 fastest cars and the heat race winners. If they're not one of the 6 fastest cars, they get to start behind those 6 fastest if you're a heat race winner, and then you're lined up based on your qualifying time. So you can have a really good qualifying run, a horrible heat race, and still get a decent starting spot for tonight's A-main event.
And if you've had a horrible qualifying effort, that makes winning a heat race all that more important.
Also, very cool weekend out here at Knoxville Raceway. It is the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame induction ceremony happened today, Pat.
It was a big day today with a host of inductees, 13, because we were making up for our COVID year. Great stories were told over our Hudson Hall behind us. A couple of drivers who certainly had some success over the years at this racetrack honored today, including Joey Saldana and Chad Kimanock quickly come to mind. Chad also a runner-up in the Knoxville Nationals. Joey also just fell a little bit short. His father, little Joe Saldana, who won the Knoxville Nationals with us today, now is joined by his son as a Hall of Fame inductee. The cruiser, Corey Cruzman. We had some great officials. The Vance family was there. That's very, very important to see them. Longtime USAC people were there. Tommy Sanders, the great mechanic who had so many great drivers. In fact, he was lamenting. He had Jan Opperman here when Jan Opperman last by feet on the very last lap, and he has not gotten over that. But there's a guy right there who has a great chance to be in the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame at some point. If you're watching on Flow, that's Brady Bacon. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, 4-time USAC national champion.
Yeah, the Macho Man behind the wheel of the 69, double-duty driver out here this weekend. Matt Westfall's in the 33M. Cal Cummins, current national points leader, and Ivani Windows and Doors number 3R. Also on the racetrack, J.J. Yaley joins us, one of the only 7 Triple Crown winners with United States Auto Club. He's behind the wheel of the 2J. Chase Johnson, the number 2. Vinnie Ward in the 82, the 99X, all the way from down Scurry, Texas. That's Dalton Stevens and Jake Swanson, the 21AZ.
Well, and again, to go back to J.J. Yaley, yes, he's a member of the Triple Crown Club, and he's the only driver other than Tony Stewart to win that Triple Crown in a single year. We won all 3 USAC national championships and notched 25 sprint car victories under the USAC banner on that glorious campaign.
That's a deal, too, where it comes into this. His last start with the United States Auto Club happened back in 2009, I believe. He's won here in a Silver Crown car, has not raced with the United States Auto Club since 2009. And somebody asked me, I said, what do you think's going to happen? I said, duck to water. That's exactly what's going to happen.
This is old hat for him.
So Emerson Axel atop the field, the 47 BC in 19.632. Dason Pursley still second quick. Brady Bacon goes third quick in Dirt Draft Hot Laps with the 69. Jake Swanson, CJ Lear, your top 5. Dirt Draft, if you're not familiar, is fantasy dirt track racing. It's just like any other fantasy sport you play, and you pick a team of 5 drivers, $100,000 salary cap. The better they do, the better you do. As you earn points, you can spend in the Dirt Draft Speed Shop for anything from pit passes, tickets to races, T-shirts, hats, Traeger grills, Yeti coolers they have up there. There's all kinds of neat stuff, but you can go to dirtdraft.com to find out more or download the Dirt Draft app. If you're signing up for the first time, use the promo code USAC, and you get a very cool Dirt Draft USAC t-shirt that you can kind of see down on a big screen in the infield.
And you've been holding court that they're going to try to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm trying a little something different. Actually, I'm having a very good Dirt Draft year. And I'm up there in the points in multiple series. So it's actually, I get help from cousin Kevin. So he helps out a lot, too. But, yeah, we're looking pretty good. But we're trying a little something different tonight. Tonight's tough because your good drivers are all expensive. You can't afford.
Seasons could go south in a hurry.
Yeah, well, thanks for reminding me of that, Pat. So get set to go. This is Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 3, and that's the Iron Man on the front chute, the 5S of Chase Stockin.
Yeah, he set an all-time record for consecutive USAC national sprint car starts to Chase Stockin. He's been an MSCS champion a couple years running, going for his 3rd in that rank, and he's had great success with the United States Auto Club. And comes a pretty good Silver Crown run on the Belleville High Banks, by the way.
Yeah, he's very, very good race car driver behind the wheel of the 5S. Logan Seavey is out here in the 2B car. The 11W is Wyatt Burks. You talked about him earlier on, a stellar shoe from out in Topeka, Kansas. Doug Sylvester in the 12X, the 1M of Don Droud Jr., Justin Zimmerman in the 1, the 44 Wesley Smith, and Carson Garrett, the number 15, all coming out in group number 3 of Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
Yeah, Wyatt Burks has put a couple of wins in the Midwest Winglet Series on his resume this year. He's a 2-time series champion.
So watching him around the racetrack. Emerson Axum, the number to beat at 19.632, 19.632. There's a 1 car. Zimmerman, we saw him in action with us. Where was that? It was somewhere. Oh, we saw him out west, maybe.
Yeah. Emerson's really had a pretty good run of late. He has 4 top 5 finishes. A little bit of a setback the first night in Circle City, but a 4th the second night. So he's been very consistent in that 47 car.
So get him on across. Chase Stockton looks to be the quickest out of this group, although Carson Garrett was right there with him. Both of them inside the top 10. So we'll finish off group number 3. Checkered flag comes out.
Yeah, we mentioned Carson Garrett. He finished as high as second in Rocky Mountain Midget Association points. Family has a long history with that organization. There's some family connections down in southern Indiana. Came back and raced with us a couple years ago. Had a pretty good tumble at Bloomington Speedway. He's recovered. He's already been in victory lane at Tri-State Speedway in Hobstadt. And as we mentioned much earlier, he's a kid who seems to be finding his stride.
Is indeed. Keep an eye on him here tonight. We push off group number 4 in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Don't forget you have to have your Dirt Draft lineup set before the first heat race comes out on the racetrack. So you'll be able to watch Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, but I suggest you start working on your lineup now because it is a tough one here tonight. On the racing surface, we'll have Matt Mitchell, the Yorba Linda, California runner. He's in the number 37 car. Jonathan Hughes behind the wheel of the number 67. The Madman, Robert Blues, in the number 12. Justin Grant, your defending national champ, is in the number 4. Then the 11B of Ben Woods. Isaac Chappell joins us here tonight, former National Rookie of the Year in the 6D car. The 19AZ of Mitchell Moles. And Brian Rollman in the 49.
Now, Isaac Chappell, also a defending Boss Series champion, basically racing in the state of Ohio, but in Indiana. And Mitchell Moles, a driver that you may not be as much familiar with. He's former Rookie of the Year in the NOS Energy Drink National Midget ranks. But this guy was stellar in the micro ranks in California, where so many of these drivers are cutting their teeth today.
It seems like we do have a large contingency coming out of the California area, but Mitchell Moles, AME Electrical on the front straightaway as we speak behind the wheel of the 19AZ, set a plethora of quick times last year, not only with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series, but also with the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Series, and currently has one quick time this year already.
Yep, and Brian Ruhlman's got some things done in his career.
Yes, he has. He has won multiple championships in late models, modifieds, very good in that. And said he wanted to get into a little bit of sprint car racing. He wanted to do that before he turned the age of 50. So when he was 49, he bought a sprint car, and that's hence the number 49 on the side of that. But good to have him out here. Always fun to watch, and he gets more and more competitive every time he comes out on the track.
So there's Mitchell Moles, if you're watching on Flow. He's a lanky guy, professional fisherman for a time, as we mentioned, raised in City, California. Told me he felt very comfortable a year ago in midgets. He said, when I get in a sprint car, you just don't know what you're going to get.
And that's true of a lot of drivers. Justin Grant will tell you that too. Most liken it to grabbing Satan by the horns when you get in a non-wing sprint car. So hopefully all goes well here tonight.
And Justin Grant, again, he's been a winner here at Knoxville Raceway, defending Amsoil USAC national champion. He's raced in every single USAC sanctioned national event for about 3 years running now.
So watch him around here. Just a final lap coming out of the corner. Looks like Mitchell Moles will be the quickest out of this group. A 20.014 lap time for Moles.
Matt Mitchell, who's had success on the West Coast with the USAC CRA Series, in fact, has got back into victory lane with that tough group. We talked with him in Belleville. He was excited to be able to spend more time racing in the Midwest, and there is the 37 machine out of Yorba Linda, California.
So there you go. Emerson Axel's going to finish off the quickest in the Dirt Draft Hot Laps. 19.632. Justin Grant, Dason Pursley, Brady Bacon, and Jake Swanson, your top 5. We will scrub the board clean and get set to go with our Honest Abe Roofing qualifying set to roll out next.
Honest Abe Roofing, America's reliable roofer, will present the Fast Qualifying Award for all 3 USAC national divisions throughout the 2023 season. Honest Abe has been installing, repairing, and maintaining residential roofs since 2005, and they want to give you a perfect roof to protect your home and keep you comfortable. Honest Abe provides the fastest service in the roofing industry, just like they're supporting the fastest driver in qualification. Visit honestaberoofing.com today to schedule your free roof inspection.
So set to go with our Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Track record here set back in 2017 by Kevin Thomas Jr. an 18.548. 18.548 the track record. I'm not sure we'll see that broken tonight, but you never know. So we get set to go. 2 qualifiers at a time coming out onto the racetrack. First one out, Chino Hills, California. In the specialty fasteners, BR Motorsports, Gillespie Construction, number 51T. Eddie Tafoya Jr. is not pushing off at a rate that I would anticipate to see for a car being pushed off.
No, he's at the muttering rate right now, meaning he's muttering about why this thing won't fire. We've seen Eddie a little bit here and there over the last couple of years. Races primarily on the West Coast, and this is not why he came to Knoxville.
No, it's not. So they're going to get him back into the pit area. He will get one lap at the end if he is able to come out here and present a car. He will not get these 2 laps, however, as he will not be able to push off. He was slated to be the first qualifier on the racetrack. So, having said that, we'll see who our first qualifier is going to be. It should be Max Adams, I think.
Right. It looks like C.J. Leary is also queued up. And again, Max Adams, a great guy. A couple of years ago, suffered some burns that put him on the sidelines for a bit. He moved to Indiana, lives up in Marion, Indiana, after spending time in Columbus, California. He's former USAC West Coast and West Coast CRA Rookie of the Year. And he's having a good year. And this is a real opportunity for him in that ride.
It is indeed. And actually picked up a championship Gas City I-69 Speedway, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
First one coming out of the gates, though, is out of Greenfield, Indiana, former national champ in the BGE, Dougherty Motorsports, Altas, Hornbeck Concrete, Highsmith Guns, Ellie's Custom Trailers and Carts, 15X. That is C.J. Leary. Cranking it around here, and then behind him, the 17 GP we were just talking about. That is the Michael Dutcher Motorsports 17 GP. Lifestyle Homes, Griffin's Propane, Parallax. That is Max Adams out of Loomis, California.
Yeah, it's a ride we've seen Kevin Thomas Jr. in. A new assignment here for Max Adams on the clock.
So out of turn number 4, lap number 1 coming. You can see the car moving around on the racetrack. C.J. Leary a 20.098, 20.0986 with the cushion down turn number 1 and 2. Max Adams, first lap's going to be quick time for him, a 19.992, 19.992 for Adams in the 17 GP. It's Leary out over the cushion, hangs the front end just a little bit through the apex, brings it across for lap number 2 for C.J. Leary. And there's a quick time right back for him at 19.985. We'll see if Max Adams can recapture the top spot. Nope, a little bit slower on his second lap. So he's 19.992 from the first lap. He is second quick with the 17 GP. Next qualifier coming out of the gate out of Buckeye, Arizona. I just like saying Buckeye, Arizona. I don't know why. But Charles Davis Jr., MP Environmental, RSS Industries, Conroy New Control sponsors the Charge and Charles in the 47 car. And joining him on the racetrack, right back behind, is the 91. That's Riley Kreisel. Racer out of Warsaw, Missouri, in the XXX chassis. Lisa sellsthelake.com, Advantech Dyno Service, number 91.
Yeah, and he's a 3-time World Series champion. Came out of Valley Speedway, was outstanding in the midgets as well.
Long way around here to pick up the green flag and send her on to the clock as they head down the back chute. Got to give a shout out to the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Had a wonderful time over there yesterday. You had story time, and that was a glorious thing to watch.
Charles Davis Jr. has been one of the best traditional sprint cars in the Southwest for years.
Third quick, lap number 1 at 20.749, 20.749. Kreisel goes third quick with a 24.38, 20.438. And Charge and Charles has raced here with a wing and without a wing now.
Absolutely. He has CRA sprint car experience.
Second effort coming across for Charge and Charles. Quicker, but stays fourth quick with a 25.49. Riley Kreisel trying to improve his situation. Will improve his lap time to a 21.35, 20.135. Stays third quick on the field, though. C.J. Leary still up top with a 19.985. So we'll bring out the young gun out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma, and running for Rookie of the Year honors this year. KO Motorsports number 5P, Hudson John Deere, S&C Machine, Peterbilt. That's Dason Pursley. Also joining him on the racetrack, going to be the number 6, the young gun out of Goodyear, Arizona. I believe his sister races out here on a regular occurrence, but MP Environmental Services, Chuck D's Wieners, number 6, Logan Calderwood.
And personally, such a remarkable story, the comeback from injury. And he looks undaunted by that, shrugs it off, and he's willing to stand on the gas.
Is willing to stand on the gas. Picked up a win night number 2 with the Emsall USAC National Sprint Cars down at Volusia Speedway Park. Another big half mile. So he's definitely got a half mile setup on the 5P car. Lap number 1, quick time, 19.868, 19.868. Lap number 1 for Dason Pursley. Calderwood coming out of the quarter for the number 6. Going to be 6 quick with the 27.11. That's an auspicious sign for Calderwood.
And since I'm back in this part of the country, my home region, Dason Pursley's mother was an outstanding guard at Kansas State University.
Well, there you have it. athletic family. A little slower on his second lap. He stays in the top spot with a 19.868. Second effort for Calderwood. Fifth quick with the 20.461. 2.0461. Logan able to pick up the pace on lap number 2. Keep your eye on this guy, the gentleman out of Anaheim, California. Apache Transport, Stratus Construction, USW Cat Construction sponsors on the Team Arizona Racing 21AZ. That's Jake Swanson. Swanson currently leading the Bubby Jones Master Going Faster, presented by Spire Sports and Entertainment. And tonight is a Bubby Jones race, so another big bonus up on the line for the racers here tonight. Beyond him, last year's National Rookie of the Year, the 47 BC out of Franklin, Indiana. In the class of Marshall Racing, driven to save lives, ZMAX Race Lubricants 47 BC. It's Emerson Axum.
And Jake Swanson's one of the hottest drivers in USAC sprint car competition right now. And I'm going to tell you this, doing double duty really may help him tonight.
And we'll find out how he does here on this qualifying run. Quick time, 19.832, 19.832 for Swanson. Goes into the number 1 spot. Axum goes 5th quick with the 20.067, 20.067. And I don't believe Jake's done just yet. Slings that baby down into turn number 3 and 4. Word from the Fitz, Tafoya broke a fuel fitting. He'll make it out here at the end of qualifying. Quick fix for the 51 team. And it is quicker, a 19.642, 19.642 for Swanson. Axum goes 3rd quick with a 19.960. 19.960. So now the number to beat Jake Swanson, a 19.642. '99X car pushes off. Dalton Stevens out of Scurry, Texas. The racer in the Dale Stevens owned 99X, Corrosion X Mudslide Top Choice Masonry ride. And behind him, the number 82 car, hailing from Springfield, Illinois, to Creason Racing Engines, Midwest Diesel and Auto. Number 82, it's Vinnie Ward.
Great open wheel tradition in Springfield, Illinois for so many years, anchored by Little Springfield Raceway.
Talked about the center of the racetrack being a little tough for these cars to get a hold of. If you heard Vinny coming out of turn number 4, kind of got into that slick, and hear the tire spin. You hear that thing ramp up on RPMs real quick. Riding the rim, though, for the Scurry, Texas runner. Now to turn number 4, lap number 1 for Dalton Stevens. 9th quick on the field, a 21.209. 21.209. Took a bit of a tumble the last time we saw him.
Absolutely. Nice story by Richie Murray describing that situation. And right now, the attempt to get right back on the horse and see how hard you can ride it.
Vinnie Ward's first lap's going to be 10th quick, a 23.104, 23.104. Second effort for Dalton Stevens, better. Still 9th quick on the field, a 29.78, 20.978. Vinnie Ward, a little better line this time, down turn number 3 and 4. Should be able to pick up the pace for the 82 car. He does, but he stays 10th quick with a 22.368. Here comes one you're going to want to watch. Current national points leader in the Avanti Windows and Doors, Tim Mason Remax, Greenwell Auto Body, number 3R. That's Kyle Cummins getting a nudge out onto the racing surface. And just behind him, another Avanti Windows and Doors hot rod. That is going to be the number 2, I believe, of Chase Johnson out of Pengrove, California. The Yale Motorsports, Avanti Windows and Doors, CK Electric, High Performance Lubricants, Apache Scapes, number 2.
And for Kyle Cummins, Rarefied Air has not been atop the points this late in the year. He's a 16-time winner in USAC competition. He's a second-generation open wheeler.
Hustling it down the back chute for the 3R car. I know a lot of people were happy whenever he joined in with the National Tour. Still is not committed fully to running the full season, but he's still sticking around, still winning races. Lap number 1 for the 3R is going to be 6 quick, a 20.095, 20.095. Chase Johnson, the California racer, going to put the 2 across. 10th quick on the field, a 27.67, 20.767.
Kyle Cummins is kind of a racer's racer. They all know how talented he is, and if he's going to run the whole slate, some of them are sighing right now.
Yeah, and he's going to go 3rd quick on the second lap, a 19.938, 19.938. So here comes Chase Johnson. His second effort for the Deuce is going to go 8th quick on the field, a 24.56, 20.456. So your next competitors coming out onto the racetrack. Matt Westfall out of Pleasant Hill, Ohio. The Ray Marshall Motorsports Buckeye Machine Hempy Water 33M had a stellar run going on during qualifying the opening of at Eldora, and unfortunately luck did not go his way. But keep your eye on Westfall here tonight. And a racer who has not been with us for a long, long time, the 2J car. That racer coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. J.J. Yaley behind the wheel of the Avanti Windows and Doors, CK Electric, High Performance Lubricants, number 2J.
And J.J. Yaley parlayed that Triple Crown season into other racing adventures. And Matt Westfall, one of those great veteran guys who just plugs along week after week and just gets the job done.
Out of turn number 4 comes Westfall, 33M, singing a merry tune, brings it across. Lap number 1, 8th quick on the field, 22.78, 20.278. JJ, his first lap is going to be 9th quick on the field at 23.17, 20.317.
JJ was the National Rookie of the Year off the top of my head about 1997.
Second effort coming across for 33M. Better goes 7th quick with the 20.065, 20.065. JJ changed up the line down at turn number 4. He'll go quicker, but stay 9th quick with a 20.272, 20.272. So here comes one to watch. 4-time national champ out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Dynamics Inc., number 69. Telstar, DriveWFX.com, Fedheads Eyewear, the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Beyond the wheel, the number 69, and just behind him, hailing from Sutter, California, Honest Abe Roofing, Benning Enterprises, Goodnight Racing, number 2B. That is Logan Seavey.
Yeah, this is one to watch. Brady Bacon's had success here at Knoxville Raceway. He's a 37-time winner of the championships. Those are because he just notches top 5 after top 5.
And the Macho Man heading down the back chute for the number 69 car coming around here. The number to beat, 19.642, 19.642. Jake Swanson, the number 1 spot. Bacon's bringing some heat. Out of turn number 4, lap number 1, goes second quick at 19.667, 19.667.
Yeah, might have been spoke there. Brady's 48 victories now. And those top 5s are unbelievable. But Seavey, twice a runner-up in Silver Crown competition.
Seavey also down 10th quick on the field at 22.00. Here comes Bacon's shot at the top spot. Can't do it. 19.696, his second lap, just a tick slower than his first lap. Seavey looking for improvement for the 2B car. He also goes a little slower on the second lap. He'll stay 10th quick with the 2B. Brady Bacon second quick with the 69.
And Brady Bacon with that dramatic Silver Crown win at the High Banks of Belleville has people still buzzing.
Here comes your next 2 Chargers out onto the racetrack. The 5S car hailing from Fort Branch, Indiana. Bandit Ag Day Week meets Amsoil number 5S at Chase Stockton heading down the back chute. And joining him on the racing surface out of Topeka, Kansas. In the Smith & Lovelace Inc., Harris Fabrication, Weber, Wattawa, 11W, that's Wyatt Burks.
Yeah, Wyatt Burks has won an I-70 US 36 this year. Both drivers were series champions last year. Wyatt Burks with the Midwest Wingless Series, and Chase Stockton with the MSCS.
Here comes Chase out of turn number 4 for lap number 1 for the 5S KO Motorsports ride. His first lap is going to be 10th quick on the field at 20.144, 20.144. First lap coming across for Wyatt Burks, 16th quick with a 25.65, 20.565.
Chase Stockton has put 417 starts on the resume with the United States Auto Club.
Now to turn number 4 for the second time for Chase Stockton. A little slip of the grip. Still tick quicker, though. 21.42, 20.142. Still 10th quick on the field. All the way to the number 13 spot for Wyatt Burks with the 20.350. So better bump for the 11W car. It's now the Pound 1 car, I believe, is the one coming out onto the racetrack. Justin Zimmerman out of Athens, Texas. D-Up Racing, Extreme Powder Coating, D-Up Racing, Go To Electrical Services, all sponsors on the 1Z. And I believe that might be Wesley Smith. We'll watch. They come down the front straightaway. New cars for me out here this year, Pat. I don't recognize them off the spur. No, it's 12X. My apologies. 12X car, Doug Sylvester out of Ottumwa, Iowa. I just like saying Ottumwa as well. That's a great name there.
Boy, the Sylvester name is one we've said over the public address at this racetrack for a long time.
Yeah, Archer Boring and Excavating, RJ Performance, Copeland Collision Center, sponsors on the 12X. First lap for Zimmerman, 17th quick on the field, 20.586, 20.586. Sylvester gets across. He's 20th quick with a 22.983, 22.983 for Sylvester. Picked up a Southern Iowa Speedway over at Oski non-wing championship last year for the 12X car. Second effort better for Zimmerman, goes 13th quick with a 23.08, 20.308. And Doug Sylvester dropped down off the banking, trying to get down to the inside and see if he could pick up the pace by shortening up the racetrack. And it works as he goes at 22.638, but stays 20th quick on the field. So your next qualifier is going to be Nixa, Missouri's Wesley Smith and the CarQuest All Metal Recycling Helm Racing number 44. And then behind him, Don Dowd. I called him Doug, and I'll tell you why I did that.
Okay. I'll listen.
I'm supposed to call him Drood. is what the story was. There was an announcer that was having trouble with his name. Don's been around forever for the Lincoln, Nebraska racer.
And
so I was going to try to screw it up for him, and then I got myself screwed up before I was supposed to get screwed up. That is the Team Jack Foundation, Engler Machine and Tool, Speedway Motors, Weld Wheels, number 1M of Don Drought Jr. making his way down the back chute.
I think he's won in 5 different decades, Chad, and he's had great success here. Nearly been a track champion, nearly a Midwest Winkless champ a couple seasons ago.
It's also the first driver to record a sub 15-second lap here at Knoxville.
That's right.
Brings it across for the 1M car. As I'm not getting a time on him, as he'll pick up the green flag and go on the clock. So here we go. Second effort coming around for the 44 is going to be 18th quick at 20.709, 20.879. We'll see. Droud's going to be 20th quick, so 21.158, 21.158, so 20th quick for the 1M of Don Drought Jr. 37 rolls out. Matt Mitchell out of Yorba Linda, California. Channel Islands floor coverings, Foss cores, FK rod ends, Campbell Brothers Storage back in Lake Havasu. That's a great place to visit as well. But Matt Mitchell will be on the wheel of the number 37 car. And Carson Garrett, the racer hailing from Littleton, Colorado. BGE Dougherty Motorsports number 15. Altaz Hornbeck Concrete, Leary Shock Technology, sponsors for Garrett.
So a couple of drivers that have found victory lane in 2023. One's been around for a little bit longer than the other, but both having a good season thus far.
Both of them going after that top spot. Again, Jake Swanson, a 19.642 the number to beat if you want to be quick qualifier out here at Knoxville Raceway. 37 snakes his way down the front chute, goes 15th quick with a 24.08, 20.408. First lap for Carson Garrett, 19th quick, a 20.650, 20.650. Full throttle down into the corner towards that big white Armco here at Knoxville Raceway can be a little bit intimidating. Call it a hunch. As we race out turn number 4, and again the 37 bobbing and weaving, a little loosey-goosey, and he goes 20.405, 15th quick for the number 37. And Carson Garrett goes 15th quick with the number 15 car at 20.390, 20.390. So here comes the madman, Robert Ballou out of Rockland, California, Suburban Subaru, Berks Western Telcom number 12. Pushes off, and then behind him, I believe, is going to be the racer out of Knoxville, Iowa, and Hughes Motorsports, Butch Smith, number 67. That's Jonathan Hughes.
And Robert Ballou, a former national champion, who again is moving up the all-time win list. It's Ballou who has 37 victories to his credit.
Yeah, and Ballou also the most winningest owner-driver combination in USAC history. We'll watch him down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4 for the madman. Robert Ballou loves the big half miles. We'll see how he does here in this qualifying run. Lap number 1 for the number 12 across the line. Well, it's 15th quick on the field. 20.354, 20.354 for Ballou on lap number 1. 67 car rolling across. Jonathan Hughes, his first lap's going to be 24th quick on the field at 21.794, 21.794 for Jonathan Hughes on lap number 1. Ballou trying to find a little something extra for the number 12. He'll find a little bit and go 13th quick with the 20.293, 20.293 Hughes. Working the wheel out of turn number 4. Nice attitude to that race car. Comes across for lap number 2. His second effort better as well. Stays 24th quick, though, with the 21.399. 21.399. So here comes your defending national champ out of Ione, California. The NOS Energy Drink Bow Foundation Top Industries number 4, Justin Grants.
And Justin has won a couple of events this year. We mentioned his luck has turned a little bit south on him, but nonetheless, the defending champion has won 36 times in his USAC sprint car career.
Also joining him on the racetrack out in Newton, Iowa, Triple H Race Parts, Al Parker Engines, and the family-supported number 11B of Ben Woods. Woods used to run a lot of wing 360s out here at Knoxville Raceway. Last couple years been focusing on the non-wing stuff and runs with the Western Iowa Series. Little 305 action as well. Coming around here for lap number 1 for Justin Grant, the number 4 car's first effort is going to be 6th quick on the field with a 19.983, 19.983. Ben Woods, first effort for the 11B is going to be down here. Let me scroll down just a little bit. We'll find him 26 quick on the field of 22.179.
And given Justin's performances at Eldora earlier this year, which could have netted 2 victories, he has to be looking forward to this big racetrack to stretch his legs.
He's a little slower on the second lap at 20.188, so a 19.983. He is 6th quick with the number 4. Ben Woods looking for improvement. Will he find it? He finds time, but he's not find a position. He stays 26 quick, but does go at 21.904. This is one to watch here for your top spot. We'll see if he can do it late in qualifying order out of Raisin City, California. AME Electrical, Mesilla Valley Transportation, 19AZ of Mitchell Moles. Moles does not need the carrot on the stick to chase it.
Absolutely. He is born ready. There's no doubt about that. He's been a great qualifier. And Isaac Chappell, a former USAC Most Improved driver and last year's Boss Series champion, is also out from Willow Branch, Indiana.
And Chappell behind the wheel of Mike Martin Racing, Performance Truck and Auto, KL, No Drama Zone, number 6D. So scored as a 6D here tonight for Isaac Chappell as he heads down into turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Mitchell Moles underneath the glowing yellow orb down in turn number 3 and 4. Lap number 1 for the 19AZ. Where's he going to be? First lap's 9th quick on the field at 20.037, 20.037. Isaac Chappell brings it around for the 6D. He'll go 20th quick with a 20.412, 20.412. 4 heat races, that's a 24-car inversion here tonight.
Andy Ryan Bold and crew celebrating a birthday last night, and let's see what their driver can do.
Moles is quicker, but stays 9th quick on the field at 20.014, 20.014. Isaac Chappell's second lap coming around is not quite as good at 20.787, so 20.412, he is 20th quick. So we push off what will soon be our final qualifiers. Only 1 lap for Eddie Tafoya Jr. to tail the field. This driver, though, gets 2 laps. He's out of Clark Lake, Michigan, Rollman Race Cars, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body 49, of Brian Rollman.
So great to see that situation for Eddie Tafoya Jr. rectified, and just has to put one good one together, and here he goes in that 51T.
Yeah, the 51T, the driver out of Chino Hills, California. That is the Specialty Fasteners, BR Motorsports, Gillespie Construction, number 51T. And again, just 1 lap for Tafoya. So Rollman skips it out across the racetrack, catches the cushion down in turn number 2 and heads down the back chute here for lap number 1 for the number 49. We talked about his championships, has 5 Eldora championships, both modifieds and late models, or combined, I should say. Lap number 1 for Rollman, the number 49 car, is going to be 28th quick on the field at 21.806, 21.806. Tafoya's lap is going to be 28th quick at 21.668, 21.668. That'll do it for Tafoya, but Rollman still has this one left to bank. So we'll see what the 49 can do as he drives down off the banking, shortens up that exit out. Turn number 4, his second effort for the 49's a little bit slower, 21.859, so 21.806, best lap for Brian Rollman. He'll be 29th quick on the field. Tonight's quick time in the Honest Abe Roofing qualifying is Jake Swanson, the 21AZ car with a 19.642, 19.642. Brady Bacon is second quick. Dason Pursley, Cal Cummins, Emerson Axum, your top 5. Then it's Justin Grant, CJ Leary, Max Adams, Mitchell Moles, and Matt Westfall, your top 10. Riley Kreisel is 11th quick, 12th quick. Chase Stockin, Logan Seavey, J.J. Yaley, Robert Blue, your top 15. Then it's Justin Zimmerman, Wyatt Burks, Carson Garrett, Matt Mitchell, and Isaac Chappell, your top 20. And rounding out those inversion cars, Chase Johnson, Logan Calderwood, Charles Davis Jr., and Wesley Smith are your top 24 cars here tonight.
All right, race fans, we're going to get right to our quick time qualifier. Austin McCarl, give a hand for him tonight, race fans, a 15.732. Austin, I got $100 for you tonight here, man. That's a courtesy of OpenWheel101.com. You're winning everywhere recently, but you just can't win here. What's it going to take tonight here? You're second in points. What do you need tonight?
I don't know. I feel like a little luck. I feel like I told my car owners last week, man, I feel like we have speed. Just things haven't really gone our way. Tracks have been kind of abnormal, in my opinion. And like last week, I just kind of screwed up and stayed on the top way too long and got smoked. But that was last week. Tonight's tonight. Just got to thank Country Builders, Ryder Racing Engines, Penske Racing Shocks, Jeff and Heidi Tucker at Tucker Trucking, Ochoco West, Muddy Stealth Cam Walkers, everybody that makes this 88 car go around in a circle. Can't thank them enough. I always joke that QuickTime doesn't pay anything. I'm glad it does. That's awesome. So thank you to Open Wheel 101. And just one check off the box. You got to win these races in stages, kind of. So we've won one stage. We heat races next, and hopefully we can get through that unscathed and get to the feature.
Congratulations and good luck. Give it up to your quick time qualifier tonight, Austin McCarl. We're going to send it over to our USAC friends. Once they get their quick time qualifier, Christine Bemis is going to come over here real quick, and we'll move over to her side.
Make sure we can get my microphone working. But Jake Swanson going to pick up your Honest Abe Roofing Fast Qualifier Award tonight. His first time ever at the Knoxville Raceway. Jake Swanson has been here 3 times and has yet to be on the racetrack until tonight. And the first time you do it, you're the fastest guy here. Jake, what has the anticipation been like? Does it live up to the hype?
Oh yeah, big time. I actually, I hate to do this to you, but I've raced here one time, and it was, but we don't really want to remember it. It wasn't that great. So, yeah, we were all right. We ended up, I think we were up to 5th at one point, but it was a long time ago. You know, it was 2020, and it's been a few years, and we've learned a lot. You know, over the few years in the Midwest racing with all the best non-wing guys in the country. So, it's definitely an honor to be fastest around this place in qualifying. Hopefully we can keep up the good work, and you know, I know the race car is going to be fast all night. It's just a matter of if I can keep track of whether I'm in the wing car or the non-wing car tonight. But we should be good.
Yeah, definitely got a hit on that. Double duty tonight, both the wing car and the non-wing car, both 410, so that makes it a little bit easier. But hitting the racetrack first in the wing car, did that have to change your approach a little bit for the non-wing car? Did it shake you up?
Yeah, it was actually a lot more than I even thought, honestly. I figured I'd just get in it and it'd be like an old hat, it'd go right on. But no, it's weird, you know, you're running back to back, and I got in the non-wing car and it was like, okay, where'd all my side bike go? But no, it's fine. You know, once I get a corner under me, I feel like it's the old 21AZ again. So hopefully I can jump back in this wing car here and readapt quickly.
So Jake Swanson, your Honest Abe Roofing Fast Qualifier tonight for the Avanti Windows and Doors Cornbelt Clash at Knoxville Raceway. Let me hear it for Jake Swanson. We're going to get it back over to Blake Walker from Knoxville Raceway to get into some of our Hall of Fame things.
All right, race fans, we're waiting on our Hall of Fame inductions. Bob Baker, wherever he's at. We'll see if he comes over here.
Well, while we're waiting there, Blake, let's give away some popcorn.
Yes, let's do that.
You are down in Casey's Victory Lane, so let's give away some Casey's popcorn, shall we? Section H, Road 28, 28. Section 8, Road 28, you got some popcorn heading your way. So enjoy that throughout the night at the Knoxville Raceway, and we'll talk to our drivers later on tonight where that delicious-looking popcorn picture is down in Casey's Victory Lane in just a bit here. At this time, race fans, it is that time of the night. We ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove those caps for tonight's opening ceremonies. With tonight's opening invocation, please welcome Pastor John with Faith Baptist Church of Knoxville.
All right, everybody, pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father,